learned how to operate a loader, a backhoe. I learned how to operate a skid steer, the flatbed, really all the equipment, the roller, everything. Well, it's been a lot of cool things that I did this summer, but the coolest thing I've done is probably run the skid steer. For a senior that's thinking about coming into the construction field, I definitely recommend it. Some advice that I would give you is just stay motivated, and it's definitely worth it. I do recommend it. If you are looking into it, looking into the internship, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely a great choice.
Well, so far, I mean, I've done a lot of shoveling and I've learned a little bit of the loop, and well, I've pretty much gotten the hang of this little baby roller here, and kind of like this, so I stuck onto it and held onto it for a little bit. And I've been learning a little bit of the rubber tire and the big ham roller, but I'm not as good as I am on this one. Always make sure like you maintain like your personal health when you come out here, because you gotta make sure you drink a lot of water. You gotta make sure you're eating all day. That way you can stay feeling good throughout the day, especially if you're working outside.
So this summer I started out on a road construction crew, and I was basically working day to day doing simple manual labor, keeping the road picked up, moving barrels, helping direct traffic, and then I moved sites for a little while, and I learned how to run some equipment, and I helped out there doing a little bit more of manual labor. And then I came back to this site, and now I'm running an ARD, moving dirt every day. Honestly, it was on one of the days I was actually being trained to run the ARD in the water truck, and the guy who was teaching us how to do it had to fix one of the track hose, and I was just like, can you teach me how to run it? And that was probably the coolest thing I've done all summer, is I got to learn how to run one, even though I don't do it daily, but that was probably one of my favorite things, was learning how to run that. That was a lot of fun. I've loved this summer internship. It's been a great experience to learn a lot more about construction, and especially step out of my comfort zone into road construction, which is something I'm new to. And I definitely recommend it to females out there. It's a really cool career, and you learn a lot, and it's just a great way to step out of your comfort zone. And if you've ever considered it, I think it's a great option. It's really cool.
So at first they had me batching, which is just you take rocks and you try to make the theoretical best mixes so that the asphalt that they make at the plant is as good as it can be. And to do that, you gotta shake down rocks and then you put them back together in a way that's optimal for the roads. Probably the T209s. It's really cool getting to work with the vacuum pumps and all that. I would definitely say to go into construction, because there's a lot of pathways that don't seem obvious at first. It's not all just labor and all that. Like, there's a lot of different parts to it that you don't think about. Like quality control, it's really good. It's a lot of mental tasks rather than physical. And I mean, it's great for everybody.
I like construction because it's a good thing to experience in life, see how roads are built. So far I enjoy working construction. I learn new things around here. I have fun around here. Construction is a great career path, especially for females.
It's been a really neat experience being able to you know, just go to a lot of different places, like out in the field and in the airport office, then here in the Marietta office, just being able to get a good taste of everything and see what a career in construction really looks like. So it's been pretty cool. Being out in the field in Douglasville, and we were like, you know, when I was helping to like split and like blow up the rocks so we can dig a tunnel underneath the railroad. That was pretty cool.
This summer I've been doing a lot of you know, clean up the plant around. My foreman likes a clean plant. There's nothing wrong with that. I've been taking the dump truck and we're getting all the stuff out of the silos, because if we let it sit there, then it dries and basically turns into a road. So it's a lot of cleaning the silos, making sure it doesn't harden as a rock, because then it just gets tough to clean and it gets in the way. A lot of going around the plant, making sure there's nothing wrong, and moving up the chains and making sure they're going smooth. Probably between the Bobcat and the dump truck. You know, I never really grew up being around construction, so when I got the keys to the Bobcat, that was pretty cool, and learning all the controls to it. And I mean, I'm not as good as our loader Mike, but I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. It's definitely hard work. It's not for everyone, but the pay is well worth it, and it's definitely a big character builder, and it opens up a lot of doors.
I've been installing the form boards so that the concrete walls can be formed. I'm in the bridge division. The coolest thing is seeing the wall, getting completed, getting further along, and seeing what you've done. The reason that high school students should come into the construction industry is because it's exciting. Every day you get to go out here and work, and something new happens every day, and it's just fun to be out here.
They actually trained me on the Bobcat. First attachment was the bucket as normal. Once I got a hang of that, they trained me on the forks, forklift, everything. Picked up on that really fast. So they recently trained me on the broom, which was honestly my favorite thing because it made cleaning a whole lot easier. And then working with Tony, one of our mechanics here at the Athens plant, he's actually trained me on how to cut, fabricate, weld, and a whole lot of stuff with metal work, and made me realize I really enjoy that. Welding and cutting made me realize I really love that. And then running the excavator was awesome. Learn as much as you can, honestly, because there's so many positions just in construction. You have to keep your eyes open to all of them, because you never know what you're really going to love. You might think, oh, I'm going to like this, but in turn you actually like something completely different that's still in the construction industry.
For most of my summer internship, I've been shaking rocks, which is sorting rocks into different sizes, and gyrating, which is making hills of asphalt and following batch sheets and making batches of different designs of asphalt. I like running tests, yeah. If your school has a construction program, maybe try that out first. My school doesn't have a construction program, but maybe look into it and take classes online if your school doesn't, and if that seems like something that would interest you, apply for a summer internship.
I mainly just shovel rocks that fall off the belts, and I grease some bearings. I have to grease the plant once a week, and I watch the drag and basically just make sure everything's running right. And if it's not, I just radio to my plant operators or my foremen and tell them what's going on. Probably going up to the top of the silos. It's pretty cool up there because they're about like 85 feet up there, so they're way up there, and just going up there to grease some bearings, check that everything's working right, clean stuff off, stuff like that. I would say if you're thinking about it, just definitely give it a shot, because it's very different from your normal summer internship jobs. It's good pay, and you'll get to learn a lot about how asphalt and just construction in general just works and how it goes on, and I think it's really interesting.
Clean out the pit, getting rock out of there. Cleaning, greasing, checking gearboxes, going to the top and cleaning the chute. I've ran the water truck, the dump truck, the skid steer, the loader a couple of times. I ran the excavator once. Probably operate the excavator. It's a great career, and you know there's always going to be a need for construction.
For this summer internship, I have looked at many plans. I've learned how to do things on Bluebeam. I visited one of the job sites in Tennessee, which was great to see everything that you're working on come to life. Visiting the job site in Tennessee, definitely. If a high school student is thinking about going into construction, I would say it would be a great idea to take construction class, maybe take architecture as well. Do everything you can in your power to get where you need to be so you can do what you want to do in life, because this is a great job and a great opportunity. So just do everything you can so you can understand more and just grow better as a person in your career.
The reason I wanted to do a summer internship with C.W. Matthews was because I thought it'd be a good learning experience and a good overall opportunity for somebody that wants to get into the construction industry possibly. The thing about C.W. Matthews is you do not have to go to college to grow in the company. You can get raises and you can move up into positions higher than you started without going to college. I enjoy the summer internship because every day I wake up and I know that I'm going to be able to see the progress that I made from the work that I did that day. It's not like working on a computer where you don't really see anything. You really see what you did and the accomplishment of doing that.
So some of the stuff I've done during my summer internship is running the plant. I mean, I do everything in here is all me. I mean, I answer the phone calls, and from there, I run the asphalt, and then I load the trucks. So that's pretty much what I do in here. Probably just running the plant. That's a pretty cool thing to do. I would recommend looking at all the options, looking at what you'd rather do, because I mean, there's a lot of differences from being in a plant to being out on a road crew, because you know, if you're on a road crew, you have to run around to wherever the job is. If you're at a plant, you're always at the same plant, so you just have to figure out what you want to do.
Yes, I have made some good money this summer.
Oh yeah, I've made good money this summer. You know, wow.
Hey, we have made pretty good money. I've enjoyed my checks coming in.
The pay is good. You make good pay.
I've been able to make some good money, been able to invest in myself and my future.
Yes, I have made good money this summer.
So I definitely have been working a lot of hours, but with hours comes good pay. That first paycheck came in and definitely blew me away.
I've made good money this summer. The paycheck's been nice.
Yes, very much so. Paid my bills plus some.
I make as much as my brother, and he's 2 years older than me. But yeah, I've been able to save up some money, spend a little bit. Yeah.
It's definitely good pay and a good opportunity.
Yes, I've made good money this summer.
Definitely. Yeah, I've made some good money.
Yes, definitely I am considering it being a career. I've already decided that it's going to be a career for me.
This really made me kind of harden my decision. Hopefully I'll be able to come back and work for CW.
Yes, I'm pursuing a degree in construction.
I'm considering construction for a career. I plan on going to college and working for CW Matthews.
Since doing the internship, I am considering construction as a career.
Before I even started here, I wanted to do it, but this definitely solidified my ideas on wanting to do it.
Yes, I am considering doing construction after high school for a career.
Yes, it's fun. It's like a thrill every single time, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I would definitely say I would be considering construction for like in my future, because I was just kind of giving this a shot just to get a summer job, and I would say I learned a lot about it and I think it's pretty interesting, so construction could definitely be an option in my future.
Yes, I'm considering doing construction as a career after doing the summer internship.
This opportunity and working over the summer has definitely helped me kind of shift my focus to construction for the main part. Because after this, yeah, I was thinking maybe construction more. Now I'm like, yeah, I'm doing construction. There's no other thing that interests me as much.
Since I've been doing the internship, I've really started to consider going into the construction industry because it has so many opportunities, and just once you start, you can just keep on rising through the ranks.
I want a career with CW Matthews.